Hello. IBO50. Oh. Hi guys, come on in. Who did? Hello, Nikki. You just gotta talk a little bit louder. I'm not here alone. I have Isabella. Why do I look like I have a white mustache on yours? It's probably gonna be the view here. All right, guys. Just waiting for y'all to come in. Hello. So the first part, before we start getting into readings, just to get you all warmed up and stuff, does anybody have any questions about me, how I can help you, about healing? If you don't know who I am a medium. I've been doing this for, I don't even know, a couple of decades. I don't really keep track of that. I do past life regressions, I do energy work, I do Reiki, I teach classes, so I do a whole array of things. So if there's questions that you guys have, please feel free. If you guys are coming in, you're gonna hear me repeat this. How do you read people over the internet? Okay, actually it's pretty interesting. Because we are connected with everybody. Our energy is connected to everybody across the world, from here all the way to Ukraine. I read people in Africa. Because our energy is connected, the second that we ask somebody to help us, no matter where they're at, their energy is automatically being directed to us. So that's how you read over the internet. And actually, it's funny you asked that question, because when I first started doing readings, people were asking if I could do them like on FaceTime or live, and I was like, no, I need you in front of me. And the first time that I did a practice run on a friend in Florida, and that I hadn't talked to in a while, I'm like, listen, I just need to like see if this really works, because I didn't think it could work. And everything I read about him was on point, from injuries of his body, what was going on at work. So yeah, our energy is connected no matter where we are. It is amazing, and it is true. Like Helen, who? Who is it, Bill? Who's Helen Mar? Who is that? I hope she's cool. Will you read mine? Right now, we're just letting everybody come in, guys. And then, hey, Mama, who is that? Who is that, Bill? Christina, hey, Mama. Hello, darling. She's amazing and very accurate. Thank you very much. Hey. My nail color? Okay, my nail color, this is my signature color. I've been wearing it for, I don't know, years. If they ever stop making it, I'll tell them to be depressed. Grand evening. Your host is inviting you to go live together. What does that mean? Belle, do you see it or no? I don't know what that means, so I'm going to decline that. Just letting you guys all get in right now. Hi, welcome. I don't know if you follow me. It's to Nan, M-I-N, sorry, but she's writing down messages and stuff so that I can do readings. Isabella is. So if you guys want a reading, I do really short readings when I do it like this, unfortunately, because of time and TikTok. I do private readings. I am not your traditional reader, in the sense of I don't sit there with a clock and set times, and it's not, I read you until the veil closes and nobody else is coming through and there's nothing else we can talk about. So I'm really open about that. I charge $50 for a private reading. Like I said, I've done them from all over the world. I've done readings like that. Hello, Austin. Okay, so do you have a lot of energy to read this right now with all of these people talking to you? Yes, absolutely. So again, when I talk about the veil, when the veil opens, that means that I have a rush. It's kind of like the people that are all on the other side have like been waiting for somebody to open the veil because they want to talk to you. So with you all on there, yes, so it opens the veil. So yes, I get a rush of energy and a lot of voices and a lot of people that are trying to come through because they want to talk to somebody that's still here on earth, okay? I love a reading. If you are, do I have a guardian angel? Yes, we all have guardian angels. We have a guardian angel from the moment that we are born. We have several that follow us throughout our lives. It changes depending on circumstances. Thank you. From J.H. Something in 94. Any tips on what to do? Wait, they're going too fast. Talk a little louder, baby.
They love your bracelets.
Thank you.
Any tips on what to do with the full moon tomorrow?
Yes. Don't do anything. Don't do any major changes. Don't just go through the day like it's a normal day. But don't make any major life decisions, changes in your life tomorrow. Just kind of ride out the storm and do a lot of manifesting during the new moon.
Someone said, what happens if they're reading and no one comes through?
I've never, honestly, in history, have ever had that happen. I don't think if anybody's had a reading here from me, the stuff that comes through, sometimes here's the crazy part, is that you might want a reading and you want grandma to come through, but somebody else is going to come through and people will be like, "Would I really want to talk to grandma?" I don't know why grandma's not talking to you. I can give you a couple of ideas. Grandma's busy. Grandma's back on earth. Part of her energy might still be there. So it doesn't, I've never, honestly, ever had anybody ever walk away not totally shocked at everything I tell them about them that I shouldn't know, okay? That's why I love reading strangers. I never want to know anything about you when I read you. The only thing I ask here when I read you is if I could just have your first name and where you're from, all right? Bells, do you have any other questions for me? Because I can't see them. Okay, Belle's going to keep telling me the questions first while we're getting everybody logged in here, okay?
How do I understand what a reading means?
A reading, okay, so good question. So what does a reading mean? It means that, first of all, you have spirit guides, you have angels. There's two different things. An angel is somebody who's never been on earth. Your spirit guides are people that have been on earth and crossed over, and their job is now to watch and guide you. So a reading is that your spirit guides and your angels are trying to talk to you, so they use other people, they use yourself. You don't even need other people to do this for you. There's a little bit of training. Thank you so much for the roses. A little bit of training on how to pay attention to that sixth sense. But basically what I do, if I'm doing a private reading with you, I do a whole lot of writing. People that have readings, I do a whole lot of writing at the beginning once I see you and I have your name. I start writing and writing and writing because the veil's open for your loved ones from the other side. And even someone that you've never met, like a great grandpa might come through because he's been watching over you and his son made a mistake, so he's going to come through and talk about that. And then I pull out the cards to help answer any questions that you had. So prior to a reading with me, I say write out your questions, keep it folded up in your own mind, just so that you gravitate towards those answers that you need. If there's somebody you want to come through, concentrate on them, visualize them, call out their name, ask them if they can come through to help you, and that's what they do. If anybody is, and Bella's like kind of like moderating right now, who's coming through asking for readings. If you do want a reading, give a first name and a location, and one day I'm going to tell you why I want to know your location. I don't even need to know that. Hi, baby. Who was it? Is it maybe like 18 grandkids? So which one's on there? Which one of my babies are there? Oh, there's a lot of questions, and I love this. Give me some more questions. Scroll back down.
I know one of them said, what methods do you recommend for manifesting?
Okay, so when I manifest and when I teach people about manifesting, you've got to remember you can't just visualize something like, I want a new car. Yeah, I'm going to manifest a new car. It doesn't work like that. Number one, when you manifest and you want something, you have to have a plan. What kind of car do you want? What color is it going to be? What does the interior smell like? You have to visualize the whole thing. The keys in your hand, starting the car, visualizing all of that. That's the first part of manifesting. The second part of manifesting is how are you going to obtain that? We can all like do this, I wish for the stars, but how am I going to get to the stars? So I'm manifesting, this is what I want, and this is what I'm going to start to do to get there. And that's how it starts to work with manifesting. Does that help? Next question. Hi, sweetheart. Hello, my chef friend.
Someone said my spirit guides and trying to communicate with me, but it's been so chaotic I can't hear anything.
Okay, so what do you have to do? You have to get yourself grounded. You have to slow down. You have to walk away from life for a second. Go to a quiet place, do a little meditation, get yourself. I can't emphasize enough. You will find all over my house there's notebooks and pens, and I write all the time. When I'm doing readings, I write. When I'm getting visions, I write. When I hear things, I write. the more I write it, the more they understand that I'm paying attention and the more messages I hear. We kind of make it a personal choice to let the front part of our mind take over, okay? The house is inviting you to go live with them. It's a choice. We can choose to let the universe run us, or we can choose to step back a little bit and let the spirits guide us, okay? So I hope that helps a little bit.
Oh, Ronnie's on.
Hey, Ronnie, I miss you. I love you.
Someone said, is my dad around?
That would be a reading that I would have to do for a couple of minutes. I can't do that during this conversation, but it's Ronnie, save the roses. Is that Ronnie? Oh, no. Who just sent those roses? Okay. You look like a dark-haired person. Miss you, love you too. Whoever just sent me those roses, thank you so very much. Wait, gotta get closer. Oh, hello, beautiful. It's the real me. Okay. All right. So thank you very much. Next question. Hope I answered that one. And whoever said I look like somebody, will you tell me who the heck that person was? She's going to pull up some. Would I get a quick read? So what you're going to do is you're going to give your name, your location, and Bella's going to hold on to you guys.
Have you met Tyler Henry?
Have I met Tyler Henry? No, I have not. When loved ones come through, how do you know it's not another spirit? How do I know it's not another spirit? It's kind of interesting because, like, when I'm doing a reading, and if I could pull up somebody's notepad paper, because I have like notebooks of everybody that I've read, unless I give it to them. So generally what happens is I start off and I'm like, there's a grandma on the other side and she's sending this information. Are you asking if a dark side can jump in? That's part of the reason why when I do readings, I keep my cross near me, I keep my white light around me. I only work with the light, so the dark isn't allowed into my bubble. Okay, hope that helped. I'm sorry, did you answer my question when my son touched my screen? I'm not sure what your question was, Dal.
Someone said, how long do you have to wait for to like reach someone that
This is funny because this has kind of been a whole TikTok thing, and I'm going to talk about this real quickly. And don't forget that question. I'm kind of a little saddened, a little disappointed when I'm scrolling and I'm watching some people that do what I do, or anybody in the world. Okay. People make mistakes. They might do something that they consider as unethical, but to attack them on social media like this platform is it's not being spiritual. It's not being on the right path. Okay. Get me back to the question. Squirrel, I'm ADD, but that brought me to, what was the question? Squirrel number 2. Somebody help me. What was that question?
how long should we wait before we
Okay, so I'm listening to people on here, and they're like, oh no, they haven't crossed over yet. You can't communicate with them. I don't agree with that. I've never had a time frame. I've been able to talk to somebody in the room as they're crossing. My first job was working in a nursing home. I've seen people cross all the time, and I would start talking to their soul then. When my sister crossed, it was probably a couple of weeks when she came to me in a dream, but I wasn't looking for her like in that way. I was in the morning process, so I wasn't even looking to talk to her. Someone will be like, oh no, they haven't crossed over yet. Nobody has the exact, there's no book on this, okay guys? I will know the second I try to get somebody to come through. If they don't come through, they're not there, they're not ready to talk. But even if somebody didn't cross all the way over, they're still right around you, so you can still pick up and hear their energy. I hope that helps.
Someone said you're so dang beautiful and cute, Michelle.
Thank you.
Someone else said, how do you know when they cross over?
The question is crossing over. What does that mean to you? Does that mean like, so this is my belief system, and everybody has their own belief system and how this works. Okay, so, and what my belief system is, and it may not be accurate to everybody else's ideas, but the moment our spirit leaves the body, when my mom's soul was leaving her body, my sister was right there. She was literally talking to my sister who's on the other side, and she brought her over. It was instantaneous. It happened. So, is there like people that want to talk about purgatory, hell, stuff like that? I don't believe that there's purgatory. I believe, and that's just like a harsh word that churches like to throw around to scare us, but we have our moment where we have to take like our life evaluation. Like, what did I do wrong? What did I do differently? What lessons did I not learn while I was there? And and they do a life assessment. That's their first part of their crossing over, is looking back at their lives. And like, you've heard like people say, like in movies, like my whole life, flashed before my eyes. That's kind of like what it's like. Your whole life flashes before your eyes, and you realize all your mistakes. That's their moment. So when people come through from the other side and they're like, I'm sorry, I made mistakes, they're going through that process, the life evaluation process. So they've already crossed over at that moment. They're not with us anymore. So is that what you're asking? Go ahead. What you got?
They said, how do you manifest things for other people?
You can't. They have to want it. I could wish it. You can wish it. But unless they want it, it doesn't happen. Kind of like with healing. I was teaching a Reiki class this weekend. I can't force a healing on somebody unless they're receptive to my healing. I can't force a reading on somebody unless they're open to a reading. That doesn't mean I can't read people that weren't coming for a reading. It's happened to me in numerous public places, and it drives me insane because we were, for example, in Alabama, and I'm sitting there with my family eating dinner, and I kept getting poked, and I call it like a woodpecker, like start poking me in the head. And it was a message for somebody at a booth away. And I'm like, oh my Lord, I just want to eat my dinner. I don't want to do this right now, and this is embarrassing. I'm not going to go walk up to this strange lady and tell her this message in my head, because if I'm wrong, I'm going to look like an idiot. And my husband's like, are you going to do it? Are you going to do it? And I had to do it because they weren't going to stop. I walked up to this strange lady, gave her the message that was being sent to me. She started crying, said, thank you. I know what that message meant. I needed to hear that. So they come through when they want to come through. I hope that helped. Someone. Right.
Why are some spirits still here as ghosts?
Part of it is unfinished business. Let's use, for example, somebody died instantaneously. Like they just it was instant death, right? And they didn't even have a chance to, especially a younger person, to like grasp on the fact that that they're supposed to leave. Ghosts are just spirits. Our spirit guides can come through as a ghost also. They generally don't. All spirits, ghosts, stuff like that, are generally just energy. They use electricity. They use all of that to come around us. Some ghosts choose not to leave because they are stuck. Their energy is stuck somewhere. We have ghosts in our house, no doubt about it. We've had ghost hunters in here, setting up cameras, picked up all the recordings, the voices. They choose to live here. It's a family, mom, dad, and child. They want to live here. They live down the 4th floor. They're still here. Some people, the energies that I see in our house are not like a dark energy, and it's not like TV makes it out like they're everywhere, all these dark energies. Most of them are just energies that just like to be here, and they just decided not to cross over yet. Or maybe they can't bring everybody over with them, so they're staying here with them. Hope that helped. Wait for Isabella to catch me up.
Someone said, do you mentor or mentor?
Absolutely, I do all the time. And please reach out to me. You can go on my link tree, send me a message. You can direct message me. I don't know if anybody that I worked with is on here tonight, but I literally go through TikTok and I scroll like mediums, and some like I just swipe, and then there are some that grab me. There's only a couple on here that have grabbed my soul to where I was drawn to them, and I openly work with them whenever I can. But that's what my classes are all about. Like we do intuitive classes. We teach like how to listen to your intuitions. I think there's one more Reiki class, maybe one more intuition class on that schedule, Isabella.
Yeah.
And then, so like the intuition class is literally what I'm teaching you how to listen to your own intuition. So you can do it all for yourself, so you don't have to pay people these silly fees to listen, to tell you what you need to hear, okay? What do you got, Bo?
I'd love to know how to make my connection to source and guides more tangible and close to me.
That's a good question.
Someone said she was like the best mentor.
Thank you. Who is that? Unless it was one of my girls. Is Chelsea on there? Chelsea. I knew that would be you. Hello, Chelsea. Thank you. How how do you make them more tangible and real? Are you looking for a physical form, or are you looking for you to hear them all the time? Because that's you, not them. That's you stopping that first voice that you hear and listening to the second voice. Our first voice is our own brain, our own world stuff. Like, I don't know, like, I don't want to take that job. I don't like that job. And then we have the second voice that's saying, no, take the job. It's a good job. And that first voice is going, I don't want that job. But that second voice is your intuition voice. Then we also have a third voice. That voice is the one that creates doubt. The one that says you can't do it, you're not going to make it. That is never a spirit guide. A spirit guide will never give you a negative comment like that. Never make you feel down about yourself or like you're not worthy. So literally it takes time to where, I mean, for example, we talk about tangible, like, it was, oh gosh, probably 15 years ago or so, a lady that I used to take care of all the time. Her name was Anna. Loved her. She became my grandma after my grandma passed. And one day I was leaving her house, and we always hug goodbye. And she like grabbed me and like held me, like not the normal hug goodbye. Like, and I sunk into her body. Like I just felt so much love, and like I was, like, I can't explain it in words, but I was so engulfed in the experience, and or like in that moment. And then and I called my husband on the way home. I said, something is up with Anna. That hug was, there was something up with it. And he said, do you feel like it was like your last hug? She passing? I'm like, no, it wasn't it. It was a comfort, like a familiar hug. It was about 6 months later, and that's how, because after we leave here, there's no concept of time. 6 months later, something was going on. I was on my front porch. I was crying to my grandma because she was my mom, my first 6 years of my life. And I'm crying to her, like, why did you ever leave me? I needed you. And she shot that vision of Anna holding me. And she said, I didn't leave you. That was me holding you. So if that's not tangible, I don't know how much closer you can get to that, okay? All right, questions? And you guys, normally I break right into readings, but I kind of like want to address some stuff, so that's why I'm talking to y'all.
Okay, so someone is a dark energy
Description. I love you, your depth description, and that's why I feel like you're talking directly to me. You're welcome. What'd you say?
Can you tell if someone has a dark energy attached to them?
Yes, and rarely do we have a dark energy attached to us. Most of the dark energy is what we've created ourselves. Somebody hurt us, broke us, shamed us, and we attach to that negative energy. We choose to attach it to us. Rarely do we have, like you think about exorcisms and poltergeists that are negative, stuff like that. Rarely are they there. Most is light. Okay, so I honestly, in my 30 years of reading and meeting people and being in the public, I have rarely seen a dark energy attached to somebody.
Someone said, can they hear us talk to them? I talk to them about
Yes, they do, all the time. That's why I said you don't need somebody else to talk for you. They literally hear you talk to them. When you get, all of a sudden you're like driving down the street, right? And you're like, mom pops in your head. My mom's on the other side. She pops in your head. She didn't just pop in my head because I was thinking about her. She popped in my head because she was thinking about me. That was her connecting herself to me to let me know she is with me. It's not me first. It was them first jumping in. So every time you think about her, know that she created that thought. You didn't. All right? How old will I live to? Well, that's an interesting question, because you know what? Nobody will tell you that answer. I can't tell you that answer, and anybody who tells you that answer, it would be talking from the dark side. And the reason why I'm saying that is because if I told somebody you're going to live to be 52, right? It's going to alter your life course, what you do for the next 52 years, or well, let's say you were 30, the next 22 years or whatever. It's going to change your course, your life, your decisions. Nobody's going to tell you. It was wrote when you were born, but we were not privy to that information, all right? Because we're not there to change the future, all right? There's a big difference between people that are considered fortune tellers, and I'm a little leery about some of that. And there's a difference between prophecy and fortune telling. But people that go on the dark side, they might say you're going to live to be 75. But I'd be very concerned where that information came from, because the light won't tell you that. Okay. That's like when people are ask me about relationships. Am I going to stay with Johnny for the rest of my life? If you knew the answer to that, that would change your course. It would change how you treated Johnny. Because like if you knew you were going to have him forever, you wouldn't be so appreciative, so loving. change your heart. You'd be like, oh, it's going to be here forever. I don't have to do anything special to keep them. I don't have to care so much. If you heard Johnny's going to leave tomorrow, all of a sudden it's going to change you. You're going to be like, forget it. I'm going to quit. I'm just going to quit because he's not going to be there anyways. So those are things that, nope, I don't deal with. I don't address. Oh, dimes. Wait, I just saw dimes. Absolutely. I have an entire jar here of just dimes. It took me years to figure out where these dimes were coming from because they were most random. My husband made a joke the other day because there was a dime in the middle of the kitchen. He's like, do you just drop these on purpose so you can find them? No, I don't. But I literally was planting. I had a whole flower bed and I was planting, me and my granddaughter, we put a little flower in there, right? New soil. The next day I walk by and there's a shiny dime in the middle of the soil. That was not there, okay? And yes, it's one of my angels from the other side that sends me dimes.
Someone said, I love your intuitive challenging questions and other things. I actually do well with them. Someone else said, and I feel like I'm on the wrong channel sometimes and need someone to learn with and keep grounded. Someone else says, your energy and love is shining from me. Thank you.
Okay, so, well, I guess the spirit just walked in because the door just opened.
The whole bag just fell down.
The bag fell down, the light went off there, and somebody just brought in a whole lot of something. Because my lights went off, my door opened, and a bag fell down over here. So somebody's got a whole lot of strong energy on the other side that is trying to get in, and Bella is about to try to get us hooked back up.
What just happened?
I don't know what just happened. Everything just died in the house. So when I do readings, like today I was trying to do, hi them, Arcans. What's the matter? No, Bella's creeping around. She gets scared. Can you hit the lights in the kitchen and that one there too so they can have some backup light here? Because we've lost light, this light we lost. I'm new here. Sorry, Bella's trying to catch up because everything just shut down, doors open, things fell down. Oh, earlier, now let's back up. Earlier, I was trying to do readings and upload readings. My phone was shutting off left and right. I don't know if anybody just saw the orb fly by. My phone shuts down. I do not do well with electricity, energy, phones. I can mess up a computer in a second. I cannot ring myself out at Walmart at the self-checkout. It makes me insane. I don't even try anymore, but I can't push buttons and electricity, and I do not get along. Huh? Oh, wow, the whole case fell over. Oh, my whole bag fell over. Okay. So I have a bag that I carry when I do readings, and my aura machine's in it. Well, so that was the bag that just decided to flip over. So, do we have some strong energy here tonight? We do. Anything for me? I'm new to this. Hi, sweetheart. This is for something Welsh 041. You need to wait. There's something you've been wanting to do, but you need to wait. It's not the right time yet. So just put the brakes on a little bit. Don't make that jump yet, okay? Whether it's job, relationship, or move, just hold up. Things are being lined up for you. Hello, Kathy in Arizona. We're gonna start doing readings in probably about 5-10 minutes. But, Bells, do you have more questions for me? I'm gonna take a drink here. You should try to get lights back on. She'll be back with us. Do I do private readings? Yes, go right to the link tree. I charge $50. I do it in person if you are in Illinois, in Lamont, or in Joliet. If you are in that area, I also, I do parties. I go to people's houses. I can bring the aura machine. I do events like that. But I also do live readings all the time. FaceTime, Instagram, or I really don't like Zoom. So I just have a hard time trying to figure out to get it to open for me. But yeah, I do all that. You just gotta contact me.
Someone said, what about when you see constant in your face numbers all the time?
Oh, well, I have an entire book for that one. When you have numbers all the time, it's because your angels are trying to talk to you. They're trying to speak to you. I'm gonna be right back. Don't leave. You get me more questions while I get the book.
You have more time because you just left on my live.
Huh?
So you have as much time as you want because you just left on my live.
I left your life?
No, like I'm saying, you just walked away on mine.
Oh, okay. All right. This is my favorite book. I use it all the time for angel numbers. You can Google them, but I've Googled a number like for an emergency, and it never lines up to my book. So let's do a random number like right now. All right, 544. Your angels are helping you to make the changes necessary for you to feel safe and guided and to enjoy abundance. The doors to abundance will soon be open. So that somebody needed that number.
So what's that? I see 927, 1015.
Wait, give me one time. 927. 927. Know that your prayers have been heard and the answers will come to you according to divine timing. Okay? What was the next one?
911.
What was it?
911.
Right. That might be an emergency. Pick up the phone. Make a phone call. 911. You are infinitely and cosmetically connected to every living thing that is, has been, and ever will be connected to the wisdom, and you are aligned with at this time. Literally what I just got from there is that you are definitely an empath, that you connect to the plants, the animals, people, the little people, like the children, and that you are very connected. So, does that resonate with you? Mine's tripping here. I was already saying 111. Well, because 111 are the most divine numbers that you can see besides 222. 111. La la la. Okay, it's in the front of the book. That's right. 111. Okay. Your thoughts and intentions are magnified at this time. Focus on what you love, not what you fear. Okay? Be careful. I always tell people that we self-sabotage ourselves, so be careful of what your thoughts are. Receptive numbers every day. 777. That's the most purest number that there is. It's beautiful. Your guides are around you. Your spirits are around you. God is around you. You are divine. 910. Oh, y'all are just going to keep challenging me here, right? 910. That's why I love my book. 910. You are aligned, your energy system with God and the cosmos. Stay light and full of playfulness as you will keep your vibration high. You guys, this is really important too. When it comes to us here on Earth, like when we were kids, we're having fun, we're running, jumping, playing, right? When we get older, and then all of a sudden we're like caught up in the bills and the money and all that stuff, and we forget how to be a child. Our soul came here to play. It didn't just want to experience the big, the bad, the ugly. It wants to have fun. So go walk in the grass barefoot. Go dancing. It loves that. Okay. 928. All right. Something Jackson. 928. And in about 2 seconds, well, okay, not really 2 seconds, I'm going to start pulling some cards for you guys. Huh? Somebody's here. There's all kinds of activity going on. Somebody in our driveway now? I don't know. Divine wisdom. Oh, here it too. Like a vibration? Hear that? Okay. Divine wisdom and guidance are moving through you at this time. What are you hearing is not your imagination, but heaven sent information. Got it? What does it mean when you don't dream of a lost one? A lost one, loved one. Honestly, I have lost a lot of family members. My sister was my older sister. She was the only one that came through to me in a dream. A couple things. Why don't we dream about them? One, we probably do, but we don't bring it back when we wake up. When we go into that sleep between 3 and 5 a.m., we leave our bodies, we're on the other side. We're there. We're not dreaming anymore. We actually are visiting. So when you come back into your body before you have to wake up, you don't always carry and remember. It's sometimes because it would be too hard. But you can, and I've done it before. I have thought about my mom right before I go to bed and like ask her questions, and I talk to her, and then I will wake up knowing that she was in my dream, but I don't remember the dream. But I know that I felt her there with me. Okay. 315, please. Absolutely.
So what's that really quick?
Yep.
One time my whole left hand felt like it was burning for a good 2 hours. What does that mean?
My first question would be, hang on, 315, let me pull it up and I can answer that question. Like burning, like painfully burning? Because my first thought, if it was a painful burning sensation in your hand, is that somebody who crossed over on the other side their death was due to fire, or they had an intense pain in their hand and they were trying to connect with you. So you were feeling some of them.
Really hot.
Okay. So it was somebody trying to connect with you.
Was it her right or
Huh?
left? Was it her right or left?
Was it where your hand, right or left hand, Isabella said? My daughter is like in her beginning stages of intuition mediumship stuff, so she's having a ball here. It felt really hot. Okay. Was there somebody that you lost on the other side that you know?
After that, I started my spiritual journey. A lot of stuff started happening to me.
Okay, well, that's a good
It was
thing.
my left hand. That's her energy.
Your receiving hand. So yes, good girl, Isabella. She listens in class. Your left hand is your receiving hand. Your left hand is the one we receive messages through. And when
Hi, my left.
who you say hi to?
Everybody, I got friends.
So your left hand is your receiving hand. So like when we do energy work, when we're doing aligning our chakras, our left hand is where we receive our messages. Our right hand is our giving. Okay, so I receive from higher power. I bring it into me. So the left hand, it was coming to you. Good job. I had a dream you visited your mom and said goodbye. That's absolutely beautiful. Actually, I had a dream before Isabella was born. I'm from a long chain of dead people. Like I'm the oldest in my I'm like the monarchy in the family. So it's kind of sad. Like I buried everybody. But my grandma before Isabella, and Isabella's the last of there's 8 kids. She's the last one. So the first one's 40, then she's 21. And I had a dream when I was pregnant with her. My grandma, I was meditating. It wasn't even a dream. I was meditating, and I saw my grandma and my family on the other side, and I was talking with them, and my grandma had a baby in her arms. And I literally backed away from that whole thing because I was like, you are not taking my baby. No, 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 no. So I went into a panic mode and I backed away from that meditation. And then I realized she came to me in a dream and she handed me the baby. And it was literally the most beautiful dream because she was trying to tell me in that meditation, I'm giving you this soul, this child's coming to you. And I wasn't supposed to be able to have any more kids, and I had all kinds of medical stuff and all that. So was she a blessing? Yeah, like she came on her due date. I wasn't able to have any kids. She was the heaviest kid.
Chelsea said she'll be right back.
Okay, Chelsea. All right. I don't want to get knocked off here, so just let me dip off for 1 second. They can't see me, right? Huh?
Stay all the way down.
All right. So I quit smoking years ago, but I occasionally hit my e-stick thing, and I did that during one live, and they kicked me out. So I know I have to hide that.
Stacy went to the pool.
All right. All right, we ready to start pulling cards? All right, so for you guys that are still here with us, we're going to start pulling cards, okay? Is there any other questions that I have not addressed? If I haven't, well,
No, not really, but like there was kind of lost.
okay. If you have
What are your bracelets?
my bracelets, each one of them, okay, first of all, my bracelets all have a meaning to me.
Got you.
Are you talking to me?
No, it's just
Okay,
Stacy.
each one of them, there are different stones, and I think I talked about it on one of my TikToks, but every time I go on a mission trip, I do mission trips, that's the one thing I always go for is a bracelet to bring back with me, because every time we go anywhere in this world, whether it's Walmart or when I go to Costa Rica or Guatemala, part of our energy is left behind. We're bringing a part of their energy. So when I bring that bracelet with me, it's because it's kind of absorbed some of the energy I'm bringing home with me. And that's, so yes, I have an assortment of different bracelets for different reasons, okay? I have different crystals for different reasons. Isabella, if you go like on my link tree, you'll see Moodsy. Isabella has like an online crystal store. We also, if anybody's in Illinois, we're going to be having a business fair. I think it's like July 30th. It's in Joliet. I was trying to do something around.
Yeah.
July 30th, and I'll be there. She'll be selling crystals there. It's in Joliet. We'll be posting it.
You people do not like him.
We got problems on the front. Okay. Do you want to address what the problems or no? No. Okay. All right. We just asked for that card. Stacy. Girl. All right. Dream big. You're still not doing it all the way to your fullest potential, and you know this. All right. Yeah. I just felt some other stuff going on with you. I don't think anybody else here knows who you are besides me. But yeah, keep checking in it with your body. Okay, pay attention to it, my love. All right. So, are we alive here?
I'm trying.
I know you are, but you got blocks all around you all the time. Okay. If you have 1,000 followers, what you could do is hit that little infinity sign, because I would absolutely love to read somebody in person or one-on-one. I know Chelsea said she'll come back. I also have another dear friend of mine that I follow on here, Michelle, and I have another one that I follow, and okay, let me explain something. I have a lot of kids and I don't remember all their names, and I have a lot of students and I don't remember their names either, but I have another one that I love you, babe. But I have a couple of mediums that I like to work with. I would love if we could pull all three of us in one time. I was able to jump in with Chelsea's reading, so there was 2 of us reading. I think that was a great event. It was a lot of fun. So if I can get them to go in with me, you can get 3-on-1. That's kind of cool. Karen, I can't. Hello, Tina Benina. Karen, I can't answer that question. That's something you have to ask, okay? I could. My grandma. Okay, that's Tracy. Am I with the right man? Again, you guys are asking for relationship issues, and that's not something that I can or will answer. And again, because if you just jumped on here, the reason why I can't or won't is because that will change everything that's going on right now. I have, a bunch of children. They've been through multiple relationships, the love of their lives for years, and then it ends. And I tell all of them, it wasn't an end. There was moments of happiness and joy. And if you knew the future, it would change you enjoying those moments. So enjoy the moments for right now, and don't think about whether it's forever, okay? And if you're questioning if somebody's loving you, my question to you would be, who didn't love you in the past? Who broke you, who hurt you, who scarred you, that made you think you were unlovable? If this person though, you feel like they're dipping out there, you're questioning, are you self-manifesting that problem? Are you self-sabotaging? Or are they genuinely not good for you? That's a question. Oh, thank you for that little crown. But that's something that you have to ask your spirit guides. And like I said, they're not always going to tell you, because this is a learning lesson for the moment. So just enjoy the moments, people. Don't look so far into the future. Who says there is a tomorrow? Just live today. All right. For people that are asking about loved ones that are crossed over, and my darling, I see, does my son have a message for you? Bella, do you have that person's name? The person who just said, does my son have a message? Could you please post on there again?
I don't know the name.
Can you scroll down, take a picture of it for me? Okay. Would you do me a favor, and would you just direct message me, okay? And I think to direct message me, you have to be my friend, because somebody said they couldn't for some reason. All right, but before I do this, does anybody have 1,000 followers and want to go live in person for a reading? If you do, hit the infinity sign, and I can bring you up live. Otherwise, we'll just start pulling. Zoe the Chihuahua passed on, or does somebody have him? The first thing I heard when you just said that was Zoe's on the other side, because Zoe's literally around your ankles, nipping and chewing up socks, if that means anything to you. Ash, please private message me. What was the question about money? What about money? Who wants money? You need my money? I don't really have much. It's down on the bottom. I can see it. Do you have to have 1,000 followers? Oh. Okay, here's the thing about the spirit world when it comes to money. Let me pull a card for you. But money is not what it's all about when it comes to our purpose here. We're here for learning, loving, healing, growth. So money is not that important, okay? But being comfortable, yeah, that's nice. But somebody living on the streets that is homeless can have as pure of the heart and have as much joy as somebody who lives in a mansion. So let's give you this one. Have faith. Have faith that whatever it is that you want will come to you, okay? You what? Who can't message me? Why is that happening? I didn't shut off my comments.
I don't know, but if it doesn't work on TikTok, all of her social medias are linked in her link tree, and they're not as like oversaturated as TikTok, so you can just find her on those.
Yes. And if you go on, just literally go on my page, I just posted it like 1 or 2 videos ago with my number. You can text me, okay? Just text me messages. I get them all day long, all right?
It says no infinity sign, and that person has a lot of.
I do not have I have an infinity sign. Am I missing something here, Isabel? I see it right here. On the bottom, the infinity sign, it's like blue and pink. It says co-host. Can you feel, is anybody in there? Hello, Mr. Parvis Moon. She's not available. So, you could probably, allow co-host. I was like, we didn't hit that button. Invite. Okay.
Now see if it's there.
Try it now, babe. You guys, here's another thing. I just saw something about my father hurt me so bad. I don't know who said that, but I'm gonna tell you something. If you want a reading from anybody, please don't tell them nothing about you. Nothing. If you need some healing work with me and like healing counseling with me, that's a complete different thing, and we can talk. But if you're looking for a reading, never give a medium any information about you, please. And don't like, I can ask you questions right here while I'm in front of you. I don't have a computer. I'm not looking you up. But don't do that. Don't give anybody your first and last name. Somebody just jumped on there from New York. Mesa, cool. I don't know. All right, can you guys find the infinity sign now? Does your grandma have a message for you? Break free. Something that is holding you back, whether it's memories, past scars, relationships, job, but you feel like you are tied down in a prisoner. Your grandma's saying break free, okay? Let it go. Like I said, whether it's past things haunting you. Did your dad keep the candle lit? Absolutely, yeah. Anybody with 1,000 hit that infinity sign? Isabella's right on top of the game. You're welcome. Spiritual abilities. Can you feel what type of spiritual abilities I may have? No, but actually, if you come into one of my classes, we go through so that we can do a checkpoint. Wait, what does that say on the top? We can do a checkpoint to see which spiritual ability you have.
Not for you.
Well, for me,
No.
anybody with 1,000, try to hit it right now.
What if they don't want to go on there?
I just need you to try, just so I can see if it's working. I don't care if you don't want to come live.
Oh, and someone earlier was asking, what kind of readings are you doing? And this person said, what cards are they?
This card's okay. So I have several decks that I work with.
Start off with what kind of readings do you do?
I do. What's good? I'm not really sure what that even means. I'm gonna say that. Like general reading does everything. I do have cards if somebody just wants to know about like their romance, their life. They're by Doreen Virtue. This is the deck that I'm using right now. I've used this for like since I think 2006. I actually retired my old deck, and she has it, Isabella, who's on the floor trying to figure out what this is. All right. Where is the symbol supposed to be at? Which symbol, darling? Hi, teacher.
How do you know if you're sensitive?
Huh?
How do you know if you are sensitive?
Like I said, there's a whole series, and I'll do a whole TikTok on that. We are all sensitive.
She said it's not there. I have over 1K.
The difference is what we're more sensitive to. She's looking in here, yeah.
Can you pay attention?
Okay. We all have our own different levels of sensitivity. We all have our different levels of sensitivity. Again, that's a whole. Like, I'll do a whole breakdown, like probably tomorrow or the next day. Okay, so that you can test yourself and see what category you are sensitive with your clairvoyant, clairsentient. Why aren't you being too tone?
Just turn them all on.
There's nobody in the waiting room, right? Can you? No guest request yet. Invite. All right. Well, that person who wants to come live, you can invite them. Go back to that.
This one, it's this one.
Okay. Hold on. We're going to invite you in then.
Let me make sure, but it's that one. Yeah.
Let me get my pen. just because I want you guys to see kind of like how I work. So that's why I love when I get to do like, and if this was like a in-person reading, they're, like I said, usually half hour, 45 minutes. We don't do that on TikTok. Got my paper, put my pen. Did you invite them?
Yeah, I don't really know what happens next though.
Okay, one new message. What does that mean? Stay with us.
Oh, that's my head.
It's your head. Will I be okay? Yes, absolutely. You will always be okay. That kind of takes me on a whole nother tangent about when people ask if they're going to be okay, because no matter how the end result is, we are all okay as long as we keep our spiritual beliefs towards the light. Anything for me? EBY. Not while we're trying to figure this out. Accept heaven's help. Heaven keeps trying to send you help, whether it's in person or spiritually, but you can't do it all by yourself, so allow heaven to help you, honey. Alright, so rise above, not broken, has been invited. Can you go live together? Wait, what is that one right there?
Oh,
Wait,
no. I switched the camera. Hey, remember that one lady? She couldn't figure out how to switch the camera during the Johnny Depp trials?
Okay.
I just figured it out.
That's wonderful. We'll let her know that. Because I don't even know if they can see
What
me
is
right
this
now. Right now,
button?
go live
No,
together. Go,
stay.
And, yeah, stay.
How?
Why can't I get you in?
No. What are they saying?
Did you get an invitation to come live with me? Anybody that's on there has 1,000 followers. Please help me and just let me know if you see that infinity sign. Because I see it here. What is that thing right there? The other sign. The blue. Oh, something's happening.
Bam.
Aha. Somebody that's live. So the infinity sign is there. They left. But thank you for checking in. Did we kick you off? So the sign is there. Thank you. Oh, she's back. Do we have to accept it? Poor Isabella's on the floor underneath the table here trying to push buttons. Dal, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Beautiful. Okay. Belle, do you want to turn the air off for 1 second? Even though I'm going to die of heat
I
exhaustion.
can't hear you that good though.
All right, we're going to, let's see, am I all the way up? All right, let me see. Is it that better?
A little bit.
Is your volume up on your thingy, Magician? Should we bring it closer to me, maybe?
I got mine right off.
Okay. All right, give me 1 second.
Okay, I can hear you better now.
Beautiful. I think you just had to come closer. Okay, so just to give you guys an example of kind of like how I read, all right? So can I ask you your first name?
Rowena, Rowena.
R-O-W?
E-N-A.
E-N-A. Okay. And I'm not going to ask your last name because of social media, but if we were in private, I would ask that. Do you have a middle name?
Elizabeth.
All right. Do you want to give me just a couple seconds, guys? Okay. Okay, this is like breaking out the sweat here. This is it's going to be a very quick, like short synopsis of a beginning of a reading. Okay, I ask that you
Okay.
please don't elaborate on anything. Uh, if you, I'm going to tell you some of what the messages that were coming through really fast. And like I said, once the veil opens up, they start rushing like symbols and statements and things to me. Right. I'm going to give you some words. They mean something to you. Say yes or no, and then you can explain later if you choose to. If you say no, you don't understand it, then they're going to keep elaborating with me to get it to you. Understand something. When I read somebody, I'm going to get it's a circle. So the first part of the circle is you. Okay. The next part of the
Okay.
circle is your children, family, friends around you. The third part is your community, the people you work with that you know, your distant relatives, stuff like that. And sometimes people are like, I have no idea what you're talking about. I say, don't worry about it. Just hold on to what I just said to you because you're going to hear something, whether it's at work or a friend's going to be like, I lost, Bobby in a car accident. And you're going to be like, holy crap, they already came through in a reading that I got. Okay. Because they're going to use this opportunity. All right. Now,
Okay.
there's a couple things that were picked up here, and I don't really want to talk about this in public here. And are you okay with me saying everything?
Yes.
Okay. The first thing that I heard was rape. Somebody in your circle had been raped or
Yes.
molested.
Me.
Okay. I didn't want to say that, but I knew. Okay. There also, the word widow came out. Are you a widow?
No.
Okay. So somebody in your circle is a widow. They had somebody who just crossed over, like probably I would say within the last year or two. I would go first.
Uh.
Let's start with relatives that lost their spouse.
Yes.
Okay. You have a brother.
Yes.
Okay. There something going on or a problem with your brother, or are you real close to him? Because one brother was brought out.
Um. Yes. One brother is really upset with me.
Okay. That explains why they're just talking about one. What they're doing right now is just validating before I do your card reading that the spirits are talking to me. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Somebody lost a baby.
My daughter.
Okay. I'm sorry. House. They talked about a house. Are you trying to move out of your house? Did something happen in a house?
I'm waiting to
Get a new
build
house.
onto my son's house.
Okay, that's why they're talking about the house. Okay. You have an aunt on the other side?
Yes.
Okay. Is she from your mom's side?
Yes.
Okay. Because she's gravitating towards your mom. Okay. So she's just letting you know she's checking in here. All right. Um, you felt like you were the last pick, the last choice in some things in life. Whether it was like, I don't know, when you were playing a game at school or the person you wanted to be with, that you were the last choice. Does that make sense to you? Or the child that
Yes.
wasn't the most looked upon? Okay.
Yes.
Another thing that they said, they brought up a nurse. There's a nurse in your circle, or you wanted to go to school to be a nurse, or you were in the healing field.
I'm into energy healing.
Okay. All right. There you go. There's a healing field. Okay. All right. You lost a love. I don't know that the love is crossed over or that you lost like your major love.
There was somebody that I loved that we didn't become together.
Okay. So you're still carrying on to that person. Okay. Um, there's an emptiness. You have an emptiness inside of you. There's a void.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It's
All
true.
right. All right. So that was just, like I said, you guys, that's part of what I do in my 45 minutes time with somebody. I don't set a timer, but that was just when I asked the spirit guides to come validate so that I'm telling you stuff that I would not know about you. Okay. So now let's go to your cards. When I do TikTok readings, I do 4. When I do private readings, I do 7. So we're going to pull 7 for you just because that's a divine number. 4, 5, 6, and number 7. Ooh, you got hit here twice. Mother healing and father healing. When those cards come up, it means that one, either the parents are on the other side. Two, there's a situation going on and you need to do some healing. Does that make sense?
My mom and dad are on the other side.
Okay, so that's the mother healing, father on the other side. Okay, morning affirmation. When morning affirmation comes up, it's saying that you need to spend some time in the morning just loving yourself. Okay, just do an affirmation. I have a little jar. Sometimes you see on my TikToks, I pull out a morning affirmation. Start off your day loving yourself. Okay. But I mean, I got the jar for $12. It has all these really cute little things in there. But like, I'm going to give you one for tomorrow morning. I am beautiful. Tomorrow morning, when you wake up, start off your day with I am beautiful and keep repeating it throughout the day. You'll see how the energy and stuff is going to change and gravitate around you. All right. Treasure
Okay.
chest. You have unforeseen fortune coming around you. Sometimes, and people always want to know about money and and gold and all that stuff, but the spirit guide doesn't care about that stuff. Unforeseen fortune means that good love, strength, and everything is coming your way. Okay.
Well, that's
Soulmate
good.
relationship. I don't know if you're in a relationship right now. The relationship doesn't necessarily have to be your partner, guys. A soulmate relationship means somebody that we knew before is coming back. So we might have that best friend that like we connect with 100%. They know us, they read us. If it's not your partner, then that soulmate is around you or coming to you. Okay. Explore your options. I know you're talking about like building a house and stuff like that, but they're saying explore your options, meaning that there is something that you're going to be changing, whether again, housing, job, relationships, but don't settle for less. There's more, you're going to get a better deal. Okay. Um, and we have Father, anything you touch right now will, you have the Midas touch. It will turn to gold. If there's something, I kind of feel like you, uh, I just heard artsy fartsy. Like, did you like to like do crafty stuff or something?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so that's why they're saying you have the golden touch. Like anything you want to do right now, like you go do craft shows, whatever it is, put your art and your talent into that. Okay, and that's
Right.
going to kind of be a really good time for you to do that right now.
Right.
Okay, did that all resonate with you?
Yes. That's one thing when you mentioned about moving.
Mm-hmm.
There's a man that I'm talking to, and he lives in a different province, and we've been talking for months. And he's going to come visit me, but he's talking about me going to his place, like in his province. And I'm just wondering, like, if I should
If
do
it's a good
that.
thing to do. Okay,
Yes.
that okay. So here's the thing. Did I feel like a negative energy about that? I didn't. I almost the first thing I heard was soulmate again, relationship, and again, soulmate relationship doesn't mean necessarily romance. It could become your best friend. Okay,
Right.
so I don't feel negative about that. But something I heard forgot to mention, and it just caught my eye when I was going to write notes about questions you were going to ask. Um, Disease. There was a question mark with disease. Like somebody in your circle has somebody going on with them or their body, and they're trying to figure out medically what's wrong with them. Do you know who that is?
It could be somebody like one of my brothers or sisters.
Okay, because it was a question mark, like they don't know what it is, like they're looking for medical help.
Okay. But they're not talking to me right now since my dad
Okay,
passed.
okay, all right. Did you have any more questions for me?
I was just wondering if uh, my do you ever see my family coming back together? Because we're not
But
really
don't say anything
talking.
else. Don't say anything
Okay.
else. The first thing they just showed me was a tornado. There was a lot that went on. A lot of people saying stuff about other people that other people didn't like. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, there's accusations made, and people didn't like that. They wanted it all like pushed under the rug. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Will they get past that? Um, in some degree, no, they won't, because they need that comfort and support to know that the person that this problem is with, they don't want to believe it. So that's going to be an issue. Okay. So it's going to be quite some time before they can let go of their dreams and ideas that somebody was a golden ticket or a perfect person and they weren't. Okay.
Right. And
Were you
can
the
I
oldest
ask?
sister? Were you the oldest
No,
sister?
I'm the youngest of the
Youngest.
family.
Okay. All The reason why I asked if you were the oldest sister was because the first thing I got was like, sometimes the oldest sister is the smartest sister. I don't, this because I'm the oldest sister, I'm just saying, but we have more knowledge. Um, Generally the youngest one tends to be more babied and more accepting to like whatever they say. So it's kind of interesting that, um, but I feel like there's other issues in your family with your siblings. Did they consider you like the favorite child or something, and you got everything, and they wanted something?
Yeah, before my dad
Were you close
passed a
to your
couple
mom
years,
before she passed?
I was really close to my mom, but I became really close to my dad because I didn't come into his life till
Okay.
basically
But I
the
felt
last
like
so
your
many years.
siblings were like, and I didn't mean to cut you off, but I just don't want to hear too much in my own brain. But I feel like there was jealousy with the older siblings of you being so close to them because they weren't. So there's
Yes,
kind of like that border. Um, and the thing is that I feel like they have their own spirits and their own direction. And the hard part is that we want family, but it doesn't mean that our unity is supposed to be. Number one. Number two, remember, most people that we have in this lifetime, we've had before. We just change roles. So
yes,
your brother might be your sister might be your brother, you might be your mother. So we change roles to see how we can learn and grow from that experience. So maybe you may not have that relationship, but I don't want you to focus on that relationship. I want you to focus on just you. And if it's meant to be, their energy will come to you. Okay?
right. The only
Okay.
thing I wanted to ask you is my dad when my dad made his decision of changing his will,
Uh-huh.
did
That
he
hits
really
off the family.
understand? Did he understand what he was doing?
He didn't care. Um,
No.
no, because here's the thing: we know when we cross over, we don't have to deal with the backlash. And
Yeah.
generally, when we make decisions like that, we make them generally from our heart, unless, of course, there's another issue going on. So that wasn't his concern. They
Even
weren't there for
before
him
he
before.
passed?
They weren't there for him before, and he kind of felt grateful for the fact that he now had you. So that kind of changed things.
Okay. That makes
Does
that
that
makes
help?
well, it's more than me, but
Yeah,
that gives me a lot of
some
relief.
understanding.
Thank you
Okay.
so much.
You're welcome. It was very nice to talk to you. I wish you lots of peace and love and energy. Okay.
You too.
All right.
Bless
Bye,
you.
Carla. Thanks for jumping in. I need to make sure I was
You're
still
welcome.
alive here. Bye bye.
Okay. Bye bye.
All right. No, no, no. Oh, what was the down for? Belle? Who gave the down sign? Oh, and we got a boo. Oh, Maria Jacob, number one. Oh, that's so sad. What's the matter, honey? La, 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 la. Hey, Belle. Actually, I believe very much in Jesus. I'm also a minister. You might get rid of this troll here because they're just having fun messing with people. They're not devil cards. I walk with God. I've spent my life talking to Jesus, and yeah. So bye bye. Okay, how did we do there? I'm getting your freezing screen. Did it stop now? The freezing screen, darling. Are you back? Hang on 1 second. All right. I'm gonna, Bells, if you want to rattle off names, private reading. Yes, you can. All you need to do is, who said that? Well, all you need to do is message me, and we can schedule a time for that. But let me pull a card for you really quick, and then Bells, if you just want to give me like a handful of, is your thing still alive or did it die? Just throw me some names. 6 new messages. Wait, give me 1 second. I have to have a depth reading. This is for somebody 111. What does that say? IH. I can't say I'm flipping blind. SEV 111. Do you know I'm talking to you, darling? Okay. Quick card for you. Dun, dun, dun. You guys, I want to thank you guys for all the gifts, the love, helpful person. God has been sending you somebody to help you, whether it's a spirit guide, whether it's a human being. He's sending you help. You have to choose to take that help. Okay. All right. Girls, we're in the middle of readings, Kel. All right. Just give me some names right now.
I'm trying.
Okay. Go ahead.
Lindy from Tennessee.
Okay. All right. This is kind of crazy because I keep shuffling. Have faith. Whatever you've been manifesting, whatever you've been asking your spirit guides for, it's coming. All right. Just sit back. Don't get so caught up thinking that that everything's going bad right now. Things are being lined up. It's going to be okay. Just keep your eyes focused on what it is you want. All right. Another one.
Chastity from Florida.
Morning affirmation. You need some time in the morning. Calm your brain down. Say a little prayer and morning affirmation. I'm going to give you one for tomorrow. I am spectacular. Wake up in the morning. I am spectacular. Keep telling yourself that all day long until you believe it. All right. Another one. Barbara. Just Barbara. All right. Just Barbara. Music for manifestation. I don't know if you're a musician, you like music. For some reason, they're pulling music for you. They're saying that when you're trying to manifest, you should put on the music that makes you feel most attached to the other side, connect it, but use music to get you there. Okay, you guys, I appreciate you all very, very much. I do have a Zoom class coming up July 31st at 12:30 Central Time. We will be doing Reiki, learning how to heal other people. You can go on my link tree to sign up for the class. It's like $25. If you are far away, you're going to want to have a person there with you so we can start going through the steps to help you to learn how to use your energy to heal other people. I want to tell you all, I love you very much, and I appreciate you guys jumping on. You're welcome. I've enjoyed tonight, and I'll see you guys again real soon. Any last minute questions? I might have a grandchild I'm not aware of. Should I pursue this? Absolutely yes, because that grandchild is going to be looking for you too. You're welcome. You guys have a great night. Love you. Bye.